Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is KG, this is me, and we are here under unfortunate circumstances.
Here to celebrate the life of John Dunsworth.
AKA Jim Lahey, the patriarch of the drunks. I do believe we will kick off the show with a little Trailer Park Boys theme. And a chug. To you, sir. I don't know what the show's going to be without him. I'll be totally honest. And I feel like we are violating every copyright rule known to man. Playing this song, but I don't really give a fuck.
I don't think they care once they saw the title.
Yeah. I think so.
I don't think he would care.
Yeah. No. I don't think so. I really do not. So we are here to talk about...
I feel like we're doing a eulogy. I guess in a way we are.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to talk about... No, this is not a Prince eulogy. Not a Prince eulogy. So we are here to talk about Mr. Jim Lahey. Yeah. Somebody who has been a... I don't even know how you describe it. What he means to us.
He's a fixture, is what he is.
He's a fixture in our home. And
I'm trying to think. You knew about Trailer Park Boys before I did.
I did.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And I remember when we first got together, I think we had seasons 3 and 4.
Oh, no, dude. I just had like one disc.
It was like one disc
that I jacked from somebody I was dating.
And we were high. We were drunk.
Yeah.
And you said, hey, check this out. And you popped in the DVD. And I started watching this Trailer Park Boys. Canadian comedy about just a few lowlifes living in a trailer park. And the shenanigans that go along with that. And Jim Lahey, he's the trailer park supervisor. And he is always out to get the 3 trailer park boys. With their cronies. Corey and Trevor, all those guys. J-Rock.
J-Rock, baby.
But over the years, decade of, you want to talk about, it's beyond binging. It's more of an obsession. There's one character that I just loved. And I enjoy most of the characters on the show, but for some reason, John Dunsworth portraying, Mr. Lahey, it was just fantastic. Everything that he did, he never had, like a throwaway scene or anything like that. So it was kind of shocking yesterday and it was kind of shitty the way it happened. You text me while I was at work.
I didn't want to text you, but I did. I saw a friend of mine, my
extremely
Canadian,
busy.
I have now started referring to her as my Canadian. So my Canadian actually sent me the link to some Canadian national news site that had said that he had passed away. And I did not believe it to the point that I looked it up myself.
Yeah.
Because I could not and did not want to believe it. And I know that there have been a lot of celebrities that have passed away, and I know some of them have really affected certain people. But I yesterday, I feel like, remember when Selena was killed in the 90s, and there were little girls just crying, bawling. I felt like that yesterday. Like, really, he really is just the patriarch of this show.
Yeah.
He's the reason I don't want to say he's the reason we drink, but he's the reason we think the drinking is fun.
Yeah, and that was the thing, like when you texted me yesterday, I think I had about an hour and a half left with work. And I didn't have time to get on and confirm it. So when I got home and I asked you yesterday, I was like, is it true? And, you told me, I became quite emotional over it. I'm not going to sit there and do it at work, but
yeah,
it was, it was a lot to handle. I mean, he was 71 years old. And
yeah,
they said it was a quick and unexpected illness that took him. And I know that they had just wrapped the latest season that's going to be on Netflix probably later on this year or next year, Trailer Park Boys.
Well, so far, Trailer Park Boys, the show has lost Phil Collins.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, his natural name off the top of my head, but Phil Collins was also a great character. I loved him.
Yeah.
But he wasn't Jim Lahey. I mean, the whole fucking show.
Shitty Bill.
Shitty Bill also.
Yeah.
The whole show just kind of, I mean, there is no show without John Dunsworth.
You have to have Mr. Lahey to have Trailer Park Boys.
Absolutely.
And that I have to stand by it. You know, I told you this last night. This has to be the last season. You cannot do Trailer Park Boys without, you know, the drunk. I mean, he's the OG drunk. He's
the OG drunk. I mean, like, we're clearly drunks too, but Mr. Lahey, he like epitomizes everything that it is to just be a drunk, and not a functioning drunk either. Like, literally a stumble down the stairs, fucking piss yourself drunk.
Right.
I mean, I pissed myself sober, but, you know, I think that without that character in that show, I don't know that it would all come together, because he really kind of made it. And I mean, aside from being Jim Lahey, he was a really cool human being. Absolutely. In general.
Yeah, John Dunsworth, the human being, was really
John Dunsworth, cool. The human being.
Did you put it in the link?
I did. In the description, you can find a link to a video that's on his channel, which I suggest you watch every video that's on his channel.
Yeah, go to the John Dunsworth YouTube
You don't even have
channel.
to do that. All you do is click the link in our description. If you click the link that's in our description, it'll take you to his YouTube channel, but it's going to take you directly to a video that I feel really kind of solidified him as a human being for me. Like, I'd seen him in a lot of interviews and stuff, and he was a
huge like theater stage actor in Canada. He had some minor roles in like Virginia Run, and he was on Haven for a while. I think that was on like Sci-Fi or CW.
I think it was on Sci-Fi.
Like but he loved theater, and you know, one of the things. One of the productions on his YouTube channel is actually a documentary about one of his neighbors and how like intricate.
It was pretty interesting.
It was like 25 minutes, but
the video that's in the description, the link that's in the description, it is. I want to say that I thought that this was the type of person that he was, but just watching it, I'm like, I kept thinking, God, I wish that I was in his family, like I was part of. That, because just his kids and everybody had a blast in the area where he lived, and I can't even describe it. So when you're done watching,
so does that go straight to Get a Hobby?
Yes.
Stone concrete work.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it goes to a video. It's called Get a Hobby, and it is all about his hobby, which is creating awesome stuff with stone.
And it's fucking amazing.
And it is amazing. But just his attitude kind of towards everything. It's such a night and day contrast. I'm gonna need one too. Such a night and day contrast to Jim Lahey, but in the same breath, you can totally see that character in the man, John Dunsworth. We've been drinking a lot, guys. Sorry. We're gonna have fun tomorrow at work, but random, not even drunk live, just a live tribute to a guy. It's right here, honey. There it is. We are on the hunt for a bottle opener. Unfortunately, these are not twist offs. I feel I don't want. Okay, good. We both have Lost Coast beers, and they look the same from the back. I feel that I totally fucking forgot what I feel. I don't feel anything right now.
Well, there is like, you know, the original Get a Hobby video on YouTube, and then there's a follow up from last year.
There is.
It's kind of creepy. He almost like kind of foreshadows his death and his legacy.
He almost does.
And what he was doing on his property, and it's really cool. I'm not going to spoil anything. Just some of the stuff that he was doing, it was amazing, and it's just he was doing it all by himself, and it was all like.
Well, you had hired some people too. I don't even want to. What I'd like to do if anybody wants to have a real conversation with us, go watch his channel and then get a hold of us on our Facebook page, and we will absolutely have just a total discussion about John Dunsworth as a human being.
Yeah.
This show is dedicated to John Dunsworth and his character, his portrayal of Jim Lahey, which is a staple for us in this house and our drunk show. I
mean, come on.
Dude, right? I am so sad. See, the great thing is that he'd gotten fat and couldn't wear it anymore, so I wore it, and now he's skinny and he can wear it again. And so I'm stuck with this.
And I'm not trying to sound selfish at all, but probably about 4 years ago, we had the chance to get tickets to the Trailer Park Boys comedy tour, and we kind of said, can't afford it right now, maybe next time. And when they tour, it's, Rob Wells, Mike Smith, John Paul Tremblay, Pat Roach, and John Dunsworth. And they all kind of just do like this skit on stage. It's fantastic.
But we ended up not getting tickets.
We didn't get tickets. However, 2 weeks ago, we got tickets.
They're coming to Oakland, and we were so excited.
And my goal was, no matter, I don't give a fuck about anyone else.
Even if we had to beat down a fucking door
I wanted
backstage.
to get a photo and maybe an autograph from John Dunsworth as Mr. Lahey. And you know that. I mean, I said this before this even happened yesterday. Yeah. And
now this.
It's still going to be a great show.
This.
I mean,
yeah.
But it's just not going to be the same. You're not going to have that antagonist. And that's exactly what he was in the show.
Well, it depends on antagonist. But here's the great thing: it depends on where you stand as far as socioeconomic class. If he was the protagonist or the antagonist, are you for Jim Lahey or against Jim Lahey? Are you for the boys?
I was always rooting for Lahey, no matter what. I mean, even if he
they're all just such sad characters.
Even if he had dynamite strapped underneath the muumuu, I always rooted for Lahey.
So I actually found something pretty awesome.
Okay.
That I wanted to
I'm trying my best
share.
to keep it together.
I know.
I don't want to cry on the show, but this is bad.
I know you have been.
I'm thinking about like the famous deaths that we've had in our lifetime. We've had like Ronald Reagan, we've had Prince, we've had Michael Jackson. I mean, we've had a lot of people die in our lifetime.
Yeah.
This one, it got me.
Yeah.
It got me. Compared to everything else, it got me. And I don't know. I've done nothing but just post like memes and GIFs of,
just as much as
Mr.
we
Lahey.
Possibly can about Lahey.
And I mean, we were watching YouTube clips just to get in the mood of Mr. Lahey's drunken moments, best drunken moments.
Just YouTube search Mr. Lahey's best drunk moments. And I have something here that I actually just found right before we went live. So I wasn't able to put the link.
Well, you do have to explain the word shit with Mr. Lahey. What shit is.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
If you don't know who Mr. Lahey is, if you've never watched Trailer Park Boys, stop watching us right now. I don't even care if you stop watching us. Stop watching us and go watch the fucking show. That's all I can tell you. Go watch the damn show.
Then you'll understand shit.
And then come back and watch this.
Yeah.
Then you'll get it. If you've never seen it, if you just want to watch us drunk and ramble about somebody that we're sad about that has passed away, that's great. I am going to get into I just Google searched Jim Lahey and came up with this. They are Laheyisms, which is spelled Laheyism, ISM. And it is literally just you click on Jim Lahey and it picks up a brand new Laheyism.
Like a new quote.
Yes.
Lahey.
Yes.
Okay.
It's pretty amazing. So when you click on it, it brings up something new. So Captain Shit-tacular would be our first one here. And I feel like it's the old shipperometer is rising. I feel like it really just kind of brings everything back. Everything, like, even by the time you get to season, what are we on now? 10?
12.
Are we on 12?
I think so.
Brand new season is 12?
I think so.
Okay, so when you get to 11, season 11, you kind of forget about how amazing Jim Lahey was in the beginning. And you have to watch every movie, every episode, and then go back and watch Cartboy. It's hard to find. You'll have to search for it. Watch Cartboy. That's kind of how it started with Bubbles. And then there is a black and white original short film. I want to say it's like 45 minutes long. That started everything. And I cannot remember what it's called, but I'm pretty sure it's Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Google search Trailer Park Boys black and white. Get started from the very beginning. Watch everything exactly as it's supposed to be. If you go to Wikipedia, there's actually a list of how things go in order. I know Wikipedia is not one to be,
And I mean, we own everything.
We own
with the
everything
exception of like
that's possible of owning.
We own all the seasons, all the movies.
There is a shitstormer brewing. I'm really having fun watching our live chat here on the side.
Yeah, what do we have?
There's some pretty great stuff. We've got tequila going on. And then we have a lot of Jim Lahey quotes coming through. So
Beautiful.
That's really fun.
Beautiful.
It's really fun. Yes, Trailer Park Boys is a great thing to watch with your significant other. I wouldn't suggest watching it with your young children. But
however, we do put on the Christmas special every year for Christmas Eve.
We do put on a Christmas special. It's always a staple in our house.
Absolutely.
I do believe that I will be adding this link to this Laheyisms after we're done being live. So if you want to check again after we're live, check the description. We
shit blizzards.
The shit blizzard. Dude, I think the shit abyss is probably, or the shit winds. The shit abyss or the shit winds are probably my favorite.
Mr. Lahey, not another night of the shit abyss.
Oh God, I want to just do like a whole show. So one year, Cage and I went as Julian and Ricky for Halloween.
Yeah.
And I wish that there was a Lahey here to fuck with us all night long. I really do. And now it'd be sad. Like, you looked so much like Ricky, but now it would be sad to have you as Ricky because you'd shave your beard and it would make me cry.
Yeah.
But shit, now I forgot where I was going. I've had way too much fucking alcohol to be manning this right now. I have to be completely honest.
We're gonna do some shitisms.
Shitisms. We really don't have a plan for tonight's show. We decided yesterday, it was kind of too late and we were upset. So we decided yesterday that today we would do a live show and just kind of let it go and see what happens. Yeah. So here we go. We're just gonna do some.
Click on the next one here.
Okay, so we're gonna do the next one.
Never cry shit wolf.
Dude, never cry shit wolf. I think that's probably the best information, the best advice anybody can.
I remember your MySpace quote or description was a shit leopard never changes spots.
It was, dude. Fucking knuckle that shit out. It totally was.
Yeah.
When we were,
I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
A shit leopard never changes spots.
How it happened. I said, what the fuck does that mean? You're like, you gotta watch this. You
have to watch it.
And you pulled out like these scratch DVDs.
So I had been dating somebody who, well, it doesn't matter who it was, but they totally got me hooked on Trailer Park Boys, but he only had up to season 4. So I hadn't seen anything past that. And I had 2 discs that he left at my house and I kept them. I had one that I can't remember what was on it, but for certain I had season 4 with Conky. I want to say season 4 disc 2.
It was
Conky and Steve French, and those are still my favorite.
And I do think it was season 3, disc 1, because it was Kiss of Freedom when they get out.
Yes.
Yeah,
it was. Sure. You know what? I think we ended up giving them to my mom when we bought all the DVDs.
Yes,
we did. It was actually really hard to find them here. Mm-hmm. Like pre 2007, it was hard to find.
Yeah,
you had to go to FYE or whatever. I don't know.
So fucking shit wins.
We don't talk about exes. We don't do that kind of stuff. But I have to say, if there's anything that this guy ever did, he got me going on Trailer Park Boys.
Me too.
Which got him going on Trailer Park Boys too. And I think that's a great thing. Anybody who can turn anybody on to Trailer Park Boys is a good goddamn thing.
All right, let's do a couple more.
All right. The old shitliner is coming to port.
That's one of my favorites.
I'll be there to tie her up.
Shitliner.
The shitliner.
Ahoy, shitliner. Fucking love it.
What?
Oh, how dare you involve my daughter in your hemisphere of shit.
Dude, the fucking shitisms are abound.
You just opened Pandora's shit box.
Oh my God, a shit hawk.
Oh my God. They're flying in low. I can see them now. Fucking shit hawks.
Oh,
and fucking Bubbles. What's a shit hawk, Julie?
The shit apple never falls far from the shit tree.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, I got one for you. I don't
Shit
have to say
apples.
it. What do you get from shit seeds? Shit weeds.
Shit weeds, man.
All right, last one.
We're so into the shit typhoon, Randy. We better fall in the jig before it comes covered in shit. One of my favorites. I forgot about that one.
Oh my gosh. This is one of the best. I think
it's awesome.
And it really does kind of repeat itself. But it's one of those that's just grabs whatever, you know. Oh my God, I could go on and on and on and do that. So one thing that I have started is the hashtag We Are the Liquor.
Yeah. We are the liquor.
We are the liquor. We really are the liquor. But one thing we don't do is drink liquor on this show.
No.
Till tonight. We don't drink liquor on this show except for my birthday. But that we know how that turned out. So at the end of the show, we will be consuming liquor.
Absolutely.
We will. We also dug out our Lahey and Randy pieces. This is the best because I do believe this is from, what is that season? When they have the first time they have the arm that comes down. I can't remember. I can't remember.
Maybe like season 4 when, I don't know. It's.
Okay. Here's the God honest truth. There are some episodes that I can kind of tell you what season they're in.
Yeah.
But there are certain episodes that I'm like, that is season X and episode whatever, because that's my absolute favorite. The new episodes, the new seasons, maybe not quite so much, but definitely seasons like through 5.
I'm good until 7. And then after that, it starts to get kind of hazy. Just because I haven't watched the new seasons, like binge them over and over and
we
over
watch,
again.
Okay, we watch Trailer Park Boys when we're going to bed. We watch Trailer Park. We put it on in the background when we're doing other shit. I mean, Trailer Park Boys.
I mean, one of the things that I remember when we were first dating was the menu on the DVD.
Which one?
The 2 that we had.
One was one was J-Rock.
It was J-Rock, and it would play and play and play all night while we were sleeping, and I would wake up to it.
Oh yeah, early 2000s.
And it would have like chicken fingers on the menu, and like a bag of dope, and a pack of smokes, maybe a couple cocks of pepperoni. It would be on there.
We do have, I mean, clearly because we have our figures here, but we have the Trailer Park Boys game.
The first rendition. They've added.
Did they?
Oh, they've added quite a few more pieces.
The Trailer Park Boys board game.
Yeah.
And we've gotten drunk and played it quite a few times, but we might have to do maybe next month because right now we're in Fear Garden. So all of our drunk lives.
This is definitely like impromptu.
It really is.
But this is a big fucking
deal. It is.
So
really, right now, I know we're about almost 30 minutes in, but if you're watching, give us a share.
Yeah.
Use the hashtag We Are the Liquor. Let everybody know that you stand with John Dunsworth and Jim Lahey and his entire family, which Sarah Dunsworth plays Sarah on the show.
Yeah.
So if you didn't know that, Sarah with the red hair on the show is actually his John Dunsworth daughter in real life.
Yes.
So I can only imagine what the family is going through right now. And honest to God, I've said God twice. I don't even believe in God. But our condolences to the entire family, the cast and the crew, all the friends, everybody.
It seems like whatever happened, it was really quick.
We can understand how that is.
Because it seems like not that long ago, I watched, and he has some shorts on SwearNet Liquor Stories. And he also has like a little talk show with Randy. And they have
like Shirt with something. Remember they did like Shirt Week?
Yeah. And they do like behind the scenes of the filming of season 12. So he's been around. So whatever happened, it was quick.
Well, that
was unexpected.
And granted, we're not family, we're not friends, we're not in tight with anybody. We're just pretty hardcore fans that have.
I'd say I'm hardcore.
Halloween. I'd say I'm hardcore.
I
am this close to getting a fucking Trailer Park Boys tattoo. So we're pretty. I've got the only tattoo I have that has anything to do with anything is Lego and Star Wars, and I'm damn committed to those two things. So Trailer Park Boys, I think, would be the third in that lineup.
So we have a couple favorite scenes that we'd like to share with you guys.
We jotted down some of our favorites from our favorite episodes. Our favorite Lahey episodes, I'd like to point out.
So you had one. You want to tell them the first one?
Oh, mow in the air, Rand. Mow in the air. I don't know why that was so funny to me, but I laughed my ass off the first time I saw it.
Yeah. So that was episode Way of the Road. You didn't put the fucking episode description down or season.
Oh yeah. Google that shit. Way of the Road.
And then you also put down Let the Liquor Do the Thinking.
Because that's kind of my whole life. I just let the liquor do the thinking.
I was a huge fan of the Christmas special, and I think that drunk Lahey Santa is fucking amazing.
Anybody who can wear an old fucking garbage bag or a grocery bag.
Yeah, it was a grocery bag. And a fucking dirty sock on his fucking head. It's fucking amazing. And then it's probably my favorite Trailer Park Boys.
Well, let's be clear here. Drunky the Fuck Clown has a place in our home.
Yeah, but
Drunky the Fuck Clown is important to our home for multiple reasons.
But I mean, propane. Time to start the flame. Propane. Time to start the game. Mr. Lahey, you pissed yourself. Propane. My favorite Trailer Park Boys episode. Propane. I believe it's season 5.
My favorite, my favorite, but it doesn't really have.
You like Conky.
Conky's my favorite, but I think that has a lot to do with the fact that it was my first episode that I watched.
And then my second favorite episode is Jim Lahey's a fucking drunk, and he always will be.
131 proof.
And
I'm fucking wasted.
He has the trailer park convinced that he is off the liquor, and he has been off the liquor for months. Come to find out, he was drinking out of a water bottle.
He's actually on the liquor.
Vodka, and something happens. Don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but he gets called on his shit, and he has his water bottle, and he says, "Yep, 131 proof, bud. Fucking wasted," and he fucking just downs it. Fucking love it.
Even down to the time that I put on the thumbnail for this show, I put 6.5, which is a nod to Lahey's fucking drunkenness.
Yeah.
He's a 6.5 drunkenness.
Yep.
So if you have not seen, so what do we decide? There's 11 seasons, and then you have the Christmas special. You have Say Goodnight to the Bad Guys. You have Trailer Park Boys, the movie. You have Countdown to Liquor Day. You have...
Don't legalize it.
I want to say there was one more. There's only 3 movies.
3 movies, and then they're swearing at the movie, which
I didn't like.
It counts. It does count. And then they have a bunch of live specials from like
and then
Dublin and Houston and Europe.
They are actually all on YouTube. I mean, on Netflix. If I remember right.
Every single one.
You can
the only thing that you cannot find on Netflix is Cartboy. You have to do a deep dive for that.
Cartboy and the original black and white short film.
Yeah, I forget the name of it.
Yeah. But it's actually pretty interesting because Ricky and Julian are pet assassins.
Yes.
They're pet assassins. That's what they do. And it has a totally different ending. And I would suggest checking it out. If you are a Trailer Park Boys fan, you have to watch this. So that way, when other people say that they're Trailer Park Boys fan, you can say, but did you watch the original black and white short film that started it all?
So if you could pick, we'll close it out here. But if you could pick your favorite Lahey moment, scene, whatever, what would it be?
Gotta do a wraparound. Wraparound, dude.
Yeah. Mine would be when they were doing Kittyland Love Center and Ricky's used shit and fucking late and fucking what was the name of the guy? The fucking the
Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers. And he's out in the middle of the road doing the interview, and Lahey comes through and he's cruising by in the fuckmobile, and he's got the bottle of fucking liquor the whole way through, and then all of a sudden Barb's like, "Randy." And you just see Randy taking off towards him in his tight pants. Going down. Fucking dude, classic, dude.
I don't even know what our lives would be like without Jim Lahey. I'll be completely honest. I really... I feel like we would not have as many quotes to say to each other.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you noticed or not, but Cage and I just live by quotes. Like, we don't have original things to say. We just say things that we've heard on TV. And I feel like we would not have, I don't know, we'd have a drunk show.
Yeah.
I don't know that we would even have a drunk show because the fucking Jim Lahey is a fucking drunk and he always will be. We're fucking drunks and we will always be drunks.
So a cool thing, I mean, obviously you got to be a fucking idiot if you didn't figure it out. But a side note with John Dunsworth, he didn't drink that much. He really didn't in life. He'd have a couple drinks here and there. He did admit to having a gambling problem. And he was behind the movement to remove gambling machines in Canada.
I did see a couple of interviews with him that he said he smoked weed.
He did smoke weed. He was also 71 when he died. I forgot to say that. I mean,
no, I think you said it like 3 times.
71's a good run. But
I guess in the grand scheme, 71 is a good run. My grandpa lived to 95.
But he did admit, I mean, you would die if you were to drink liquor like him. You would die and shit. He did admit to all of the liquor that he ever drank on the show was iced tea.
Really?
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite things that he had ever done was with the big bottle. So we actually did a nod to that, and we put on our bottles of alcohol. We put names, but he had
the games begin.
Hello, Ricky. Yeah, I love the like gyro.
Yes, where do you get that?
I don't know, but I kind of want
it's like
it.
A swing
I
for your liquor.
Want it.
Fucking
so
love it.
Again, if you're watching, make sure you share this with the hashtag We Are the Liquor because we are the motherfucking liquor. We will and will always be the fucking liquor.
And definitely check out John Dunsworth.
Yes.
DUNSWORTH.
And if you just check the description to this video, there is a link to our favorite video.
So with that,
we are the fucking. I gotta finish my beer
put
first.
This shit over here, just like in the fucking mobile.
The Lahey light. The Lahey light. Here it is. Can I finish my beer first before you get crazy on that
Let's
fucking
fucking
Jack?
do it. I'm about to fucking drink the Jack right now.
Well,
they just evolve.
Here it is.
They started as little shit larvae, and they turn into shitapillars. And before you know it, they're shit moths.
Here it is. Look. Jim Lahey has brought to our lives a love of drinking.
Yeah.
Okay, I take it back. We really loved drinking beforehand. Jim Lahey brought to our lives fun quotes to talk about drinking. But he also told me that I should fucking let the liquor do the thinking.
I always let the liquor do the thinking.
I generally let the liquor do the thinking as well, and we think that you should too. So make sure you hashtag We Are the Liquor. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you go check out John Dunsworth's channel, and make sure that you subscribe to that as well. Give a share. Let everybody know that you are going to miss Jim Lahey until the day that you fucking drink yourself to oblivion.
Don't be refractory. Be the liquor.
Mr. Lahey.
Ready? Just one more drinking pool.
For the road. For you, Mr. Lahey. Till next time.